Welcome, Domain Day from CheapWineFinder.com again with another wine we just put on the CheapWineFinder.com website. This is a favorite. This is a wine you see everywhere. It's king of the supermarkets, but it's in wine shops too, which tells you a little bit about it. And what do we got here? I got to look at the name again, even though it's like 4 words. I got to look it up. Josh Cellars California Sauvignon Blanc 2020. I actually think the current vintage is 2021. And with Sauvignon Blanc, you want to, especially the value price Sauvignon Blanc, you want to get the newest vintage, but I think the 2021 just came out, so 2020 is perfectly fine. What is Josh Cellars? And it's actually the negotiant branch of Joseph Carr Wines, which I think are out of Napa Valley, and they're higher end wines. And Joseph Carr was a sommelier in New York, decided to make his own wines about 13 years ago. And he decided to also make negotiant wines. And negotiant is a wine operation. It's from France. The definition's changed over the years. I'm going to take a sip of this because I've got it in my hand. But it's basically someone who makes wine who doesn't own vineyard or vineyards and doesn't own a winery. So they have to buy either grapes or juice or finished product from somebody, and then they have to rent some space in a winery somewhere to finish off and bottle and age what they're doing. And there's some real cost benefits to that. Not having to buy vineyards costs a fortune for land, not having to staff a winery. If you have contacts where you can get grapes and good grapes, you know, that's good grapes just half the battle with wine. And he has contacts, so it's fine. So negotiant wine is a really good way to find wines where you're paying less than the quality of the wine would normally sell for, which is one of the reasons we do a lot of store brands. Trader Joe's, haven't done Costco in a while, I have to go back to that. Aldi, even supermarkets have their own wines. They don't really tell you their own wines, but when it's a store brand, they're getting a cheaper price, and hopefully they're passing that price on to you. And the whole negotiant model is to have a lower overhead, and then you pass on the savings. So that's what you have here with Sauvignon Blanc. Now, this Josh Cellars. Josh was Joseph Carr's dad, and he's honoring his father with this wine. Now, this is something. This is a wine tip right here. Anytime you see a winery and they name a wine after a beloved grandmother or a daughter or whatever, a family member, it could be, whoever, when they're honoring someone with a wine, they're not going to skimp on that wine. You're going to get good quality on the wine. Doesn't mean you're going to love the wine, but you can pretty much count on it. So Josh, is while it is a negotiant wine, is a lower price brand. Joseph Carr is not going to allow it to ever skimp. So keep that in mind. There's other wines out there that do the same thing and name their brands after beloved people. It's a key. No one ever lets those go to waste or go downhill. We'll take another sip. Another thing about Sauvignon Blanc is they always make it simply. I mean, it's made in stainless steel. For the value price wines, they don't overdo the production techniques. There are different techniques you can do, but most of them do mostly the same things, whatever different productions for how the grapes are. But you don't, until you get to the upper price Sauvignon Blancs where they get, where they can do oak aging, like in Sauvignon Blanc in Bordeaux, the Bordeaux white wine is Sauvignon Blanc with Semillon. They make wines that can age for 25 years, and value price Sauvignon Blanc is usually value priced. Young wines, drink it now, drink it in the first 2 years of release. First year better than that. So when you're picking Sauvignon Blancs, you're basically picking the grapes of where it's grown, which is why like New Zealand is very popular, or Loire Valley. I love Loire Valley Sauvignon Blanc. Sancerre is very popular too. It's like one town where they make that, but I just like the regular Sauvignon Blanc. I don't need the expensive stuff. Gonna take a sip. So if you have a Sauvignon Blanc, you look for see where grapes came from, because the grapes mean everything. This is California on the label. They also have a North Coast. North Coast is Mendocino, Sonoma, Napa, Lake County, and a couple of smaller ones. And if you add some maybe Monterey grapes with that, then it goes from being North Coast to California on the label. And I'm not sure that's what they did, but that's what they could have done. So if you're looking for, if you're trying to find out which kind of Sauvignon Blancs you like, look for the location, because the location's everything. Now, this one doesn't have the zip I kind of like in a Sauvignon Blanc, which is maybe why people like New Zealand and that type of thing. It is more of a smooth and easy to drink, which is not a bad thing, and that is something that a lot of people do like. I mean, this is personal preference. I mean, I'm not saying I don't enjoy drinking this. I do enjoy drinking this. It just wouldn't be my go-to. I mean, I would never turn down a glass. So to keep that in mind, that's my review. If you like Sauvignon Blanc, you kind of know what you're getting, but always look for where it's made or where the grapes came from, because that's a big part of the equation. So that's it for me, Domain Dave, cheapwinefinder.com. Like us if you like a podcast, push whatever button's there, like button anyway. And what else is there? That's it for me. I think I got a French rosé coming up, because it's hot out here, and it's rosé weather. So keep it cheap, stay cool, stay safe, and I'll talk to everybody in a couple days. Adios, bye-bye, keep it cheap.